what's up? It's Vampire Bride. And today I'm asking the question, is it worth paying for a video editor? In my case, I'm specifically talking about Adobe Premiere Pro. But I know there are also other paid editors out there. When I first started video editing, I knew nothing. I was starting from scratch. And so I was teaching myself how to video edit. But that was almost 8 years ago. And at the time, of course, being a beginner, any software would have looked crazy to me, but also been like, oh yeah, that's cool, like we can do this. So I want to kind of look back and see, because I've been paying for Adobe for a couple years now, and I want to see, has it been worth it? So let's see. Wondershare Filmora is definitely a decent starter software, but I want to look back at it with the standards that I have now after editing so many videos and see how it feels. I started off with Wondershare as I didn't know much about video editing or production or any of the social media content creation stuff. Using Wondershare, I learned the basics: trimming, cutting, splicing, and putting together videos. I learned about importing videos and rendering and exporting a video from those videos. I learned about picture-in-picture and sizing pictures to go along with video. But at some point, it seemed as though the cheap version of the software was holding me back. Just playing around with a random video, I am surprised by the amount of features it has as a free install. It does feel clunky and less refined, but it has stock media options and stickers and templates to play around with. It feels big and maybe gimmicky with the stickers, but they are fun to play around with. It is easy to install and start to navigate for a beginner, and apparently now even has an app for your phone. I was honestly surprised until I went to export, and you can only export free videos with a watermark. Checking into pricing, it is a cheaper software. The advanced option being for sale right now for $99.99. So for under $100, you can have Wondershare Filmora advanced options for a year. 1 gigabyte, that wouldn't last a month, and 10, still not so great. After seeing the watermarks and the prices, I don't feel so bad about calling it gimmicky anymore, just being honest. After seeing how gimmicky Wondershare has become, I don't feel so bad about being harsh about it feeling that way. Nobody wants to make professional or professional adjacent videos that have a watermark. They're using their software to draw people in with the cute little logo things, the stickers, and all their elements. And then it's like, oh, but you gotta pay or have a watermark. They're just trying to get more people, which I understand. That's what companies are doing. But be honest from the get-go. Anyway, let's move on. DaVinci Resolve is an editing software that I've played around with a couple of times, but haven't really dove into. So let's see how it really is. So DaVinci Resolve seems like there is a free version, but the full software is almost $300 for a year. It claims to be used by Hollywood professionals. So let's see. Or not. Questionable download and install process. It wouldn't open the software at all. It says it has a free version of the software, but if you're paying for it, it's going to be $300 a year, which is not better than Adobe. I always heard DaVinci Resolve being talked about as a free software, which it says it has a free version, but when you're actually paying for it, it's $300 a year. I ran into many problems with trying to install and open the software, so I was literally unable to access DaVinci Resolve. definitely not a good way to get the word out and make money on your software. For a while, I used Vegas Pro. It cost about $169 a year. It was a good, cheaper option. But eventually, more professional editing tricks are valued. And so I figured it was time to step up, and that's when I moved to Adobe. I did use it for a while, but I've been using Adobe for longer, so I do not remember all of what I got from Vegas Pro. I moved to Adobe Premiere Pro finally a couple years ago. This says the monthly price is $22.99. It takes $24.89 out of my bank account every month. So not far at all from DaVinci Resolve. It is frustrating that there are still so many add-ons that cost additional money, but I was able to get Premiere Pro and Adobe Express. I've only recently started facilitating Adobe Express as I didn't know that it was an option for use. There are a lot of options there for icons and elements that are readily available, but some are actually premium, which means, of course, you have to pay more for that. So you do get access to Adobe Express, but you don't get everything associated with it. It's weirdly confusing figuring out which softwares are available with each package. Adobe Express is great for making thumbnails. It has many backgrounds, templates, and elements to bring in interesting thumbnails to draw in YouTube viewers. You can also put in your own content and add text, their pictures, templates, backgrounds, and elements. So you can make all kinds of picture content. Adobe Express can edit shorts, so that will be helpful in the future and will definitely be fun to learn about. The creative abilities it allows in its uses, such as the transitions and templates, which I have not actually fiddled with much, and graphics and libraries are worth it. It sucks sometimes having to pay the $25 a month to use Adobe Premiere Pro, but to me it is worth it when I'm consistently making videos. And I do understand, even though it's not a tangible item, it is a service and it has amenities. I will admit there are months that I have paid for Adobe and haven't even opened up the software. But there are also others where I have made multiple videos. Sure, I am posting to a small channel right now, but who knows where it will go from here. And even here, I'm paying to do what is right now a hobby. It's like paying for art supply. Canvases, paints, books, collection items, video games. Yes, I have too many hobbies, and they all cost too much. There are many things going on the screen, usually during a video edit, but that is why I have this huge monitor. Well, one reason. I prefer that to the small zoomed in feeling of Wondershare Filmora. Even on a large monitor, it feels like you're working off of a laptop screen because everything is so large. I think that Adobe fits with my editing style and has been easy enough to use and learn over the months that I've paid for it. There are other editors out there, of course, that I haven't touched. I will probably keep using Adobe for a while, unless something similar surpasses it. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. My final point is that, for me, paying for Adobe has been a good choice. Being able to use its many different amenities has been the right choice for me and my editing style. I don't know that it's right for everybody, and if you're a beginner, learn the basics. Maybe try the free software or something before trying to go for something like Adobe or apparently DaVinci. I think that it was good that I was able to learn the basics back in the day without having to pay too much. So now that I kind of know what I'm doing, even though of course I'm still learning along the way, I'm able to pay for Adobe Premiere Pro and know what I'm doing when using it. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed watching. I hope that you'll subscribe, hit the bell, maybe hit that like button, and join me for the many videos I have planned to come.